Design markers are used for two purposes in ASE: elevation control at key points on roads, and for storing paving feature definitions like grade breaks and vertical curves. Like ASE's alignments, there are two ways to set design markers in the vertical design drawing: automatic and manual. The automatic method relies on base map control. The manual method allows markers to be set anywhere. Before inserting any design markers in your vertical design drawing, it's a good idea to adjust the visibility of the markers. Under ASE Design, Design Markers, select the point style and pick one of the options that will make viewing the markers easier. Now we'll go to ASE Design, Design Markers, and pick the Auto Set option. Now design markers have been inserted all through our site on the curb control layer and the centerline layers. To place markers manually, select ASE Design, Design Markers, and Set, and snap to or pick the locations where you want the markers. By default, the marker is set at the elevation of the selected location. You can type in a value if you like to override that, or just accept that value. When you're auto-setting design markers, remember that the markers will only be placed at the endpoints of all lines and arcs on the control layers and on the midpoints of all arcs. If you'd like to maintain greater control of the road cross slope, such as in areas shown here, then you'll need to manually set design markers at those locations using the manual method. The design markers are a design tool that you can use in any way you'd like. The degree of control that you want over your roadway design is entirely up to you. For example, on the alignment component shown here, the designer may want to set additional design markers at the intersections of the backs of curbs of the two intersecting alignments within the valley gutter. Then for the intersecting alignment centerline, the designer may place design markers on the valley gutter where the centerline crosses. If these markers are defined as grade breaks, when the profile is generated, the valley gutter will appear in the profile with PVI labels. In cul-de-sacs, it's recommended that two additional markers be placed on the large radius. This is especially true if the arc will be divided into L1 and R1 components on that alignment. Since this particular site design included a section of road that has no curb, we'll have to insert more design markers along the edge of pavement to ensure that this is modeled. The objects where we placed these design markers did not exist on control layers when we defined the base map control.